Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, Big Funk. Thinking right in my living room, where I do what I do for you. Got my new hat, got a triple hat. It's a triple threat. Kango on one side, Sage on one side, and Evangelist on the other. So I'm a triple threat. Let's go. Right in 25 Rules to Live By. A storyteller, story with a message and story for life. I give life lessons. Hope you're getting them. Hope you're doing what you need to do with it, using it. Okay? Today, Right Thinker's mission, as usual, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Right thinking is a way of life, and that's what it is, a way of life. Through mental thinking and spiritual discipline daily, answering to your higher self will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. That's what I'm on. The question now is, are you getting it, and do you know yourself? Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Sage. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I can wake them up spiritually with spiritual knowledge, aka knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. I hope while y'all doing just that, following me, I appreciate you. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my eye, be true. You got to keep that balance. And today, speaking of balance, the world is out of balance. Everything is chaotic. Nothing seems to be going right. So I got a question. Right thinkers, we done tried everything else. Let's try God. Why? Again, we done tried everything else. Let's focus in on, let's bring God back to the forefront. Young people, I want you to make it cool to worship God. Let's see how that one go. But that's my concept. Let's talk about it. Watch this. Now, I have been in search of the truth and purpose and peace for over 30 years. I found it. Everything failed until I found it where? In God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All those years, I tried drug dealing. I tried pimping. I even tried go-go dance. All right. Then I tried anything I could to hustle to make a buck. None of it worked. I got a job and put that down. But now I found God. I kept trying everything and everything failed until when? Until I finally tried God. And since then, I've been living the best life that I can think of right now. Okay, so makes a difference. All I can tell you, don't wait like I did too late. I want young people to understand. I have become a wiser. I become wiser. What? Thanks to what? My trying God, aka obtaining self or spiritual knowledge. Knowing thyself. I put my work in to study and to learn. And once I manifest it, all I want to do now is teach any and everybody who will listen. You can do it for yourself. I'm just pointing you in the right direction. I'm the spiritual GPS. I can point you in the right direction. I know the way to go. Trust me. The next one is, I said, and I can tell you from experience how to find God, and you can try Him for yourself. That's how it's done. I tell you how to get to Him, and once you get to Him, it'll be up to you to serve Him in the capacity you think is best for you. That's all. God is knowledge, mm-hmm. Not just spirit, and AKA consciousness, infinite consciousness. He knew what we needed before we got here, and while we're here, he know what we need before we need it. That's consciousness. And if you put God in your life and put Him first, and you become God conscious, you will be able to make better decisions, live and do better things for yourself with what? When you're answering what I call spiritual discipline. Listen to your higher self. All right, I'm a teacher of spiritual knowledge, aka God knowledge. Getting to know thyself with what? Knowledge of self. That's spiritual knowledge. It have to be obtained. It have to be employed by what? Using it, learning it, knowing it, understanding it. Don't mean nothing if you don't use it. Okay? Having knowledge of God is becoming spiritually enlightened. Again, living right, doing right. That's how you activate the Kundalini chakras in the body, but it's all predicated on you doing, thinking, and knowing. Everything is inside you. I have obtained knowledge of self, and over the years, I learned to master it. Now I teach it, aka right thinking philosophy. All spiritual knowledge, all truth, spiritual concepts that you can use and find out for yourself. It still works from ancient times to now. Belief is the fuel that drives you to what? Obtain what? God knowledge. Belief means you're going to go for it. You having faith for something unseen. But if you believe that obtaining knowledge will get you where you want to go, that's the fuel that drives the car. God don't need what? Your belief in him. You do, but I'll teach you. Excuse me. God don't need your belief in him, right? You do, but I'll teach you how to know him for yourself. So belief is only good when there's lack of understanding and knowing. Once you know, belief fades away because knowledge takes over. Become a Gnostic. Become a knower of self. God is love. Why? He dwells in the heart of man. That's the birthplace of truth. In all the pictures you see, everybody got this big red heart. Chakras, we go my right thinkers, we're going to the fourth round. That's the chakras. Okay, that's the heart chakra. All right. Love is God's way for us to share in his spirit with others who we like to fellowship with and do things godly with. That's what God and love is all about. We love our family members. I love my church family. I love my spiritual friendships that I'm gaining, relationships that I'm involved in. You can share love. That's what it's all about. It ain't physical. It's not always physical. It's a spiritual thing. We love our boyfriends, our girlfriends, etc. But love is meant to be shared. Love, that feeling you get when what you see and that desire for the opposite sex, mostly male and female, but you have that desire because when you see it, you want it. Love at first sight. That when they hit that lightning bolt hits you, that's the one. Some people get lucky and it works. And it proven science. So don't rely on that one. Okay, I'm waiting for lightning bolt. Okay, okay. All right. Next one is love is being there. Love is showing respect and understanding for the person you love. But I tell them all the time, love me less and respect me more. We tend to hurt the people we love because they gonna forgive us. That's why people just keep running them up with God. He'll always forgive me. Yeah, but guess what? He's always gonna punish you too. If you think your bad deeds are gonna go unjust or unattended to, you are wrong. All right, there you go. Love, that desire you have to what? Share with others. Love is a spiritual thing. It's okay. Next one is God is what? Truth. Hello. Now, knowing the truth, they say truth sets you free. Knowing the truth and knowing thyself, that's liberation. That's freedom. It's a beautiful thing. I'm free. I want you to be free also. This is why I teach. This is why I do what I do. For you to get the same benefits that I'm getting. I'm not selfish. I'm sharing. Truth is what I teach. I preach it. I live it. That's what I call right thinking philosophy. If you're going to do this, you better step up and be responsible for what you say because your actions will dictate if what you're saying and what you're doing is on point. To tell the truth, we call speaking makaru, from the heart. I am transparent at this point. I got nothing but the truth for you. I got nothing to hide. Ain't sure ain't got nothing to lie about. So trust me, that's real easy for me at this point. All right. I speak it. Do you? Makadu. From the heart. Truth. When you claim that, you move up the ladder to reaching that Niha state because that's one of the chakras you got to go through too. You have to speak Makadu. So that's the next level, right, thinkers? You have to know the truth, hello, in order to speak it or live it. I do. I teach it to you so you can too. You have to, oh, I did that one, excuse me. Truth. Once you learn it, you have to live it. It should become a way of life. I've done it. I do it. I call it right thinking. When you're doing it, it's called right living. But you live it on your truth that you believe for yourself and understand to be what you know it to be for yourself, not what somebody told you. I can tell you that good blue phrase, but I'm trying to tell you, you use it and you know for yourself. That's the benefit that I teach. That's the way I teach. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the lesson. This is a good one. God is, everybody's my everything. That's my favorite record. So I ain't big on hymns, but when they do that one, I get my little bounce going. And yeah, I get to going because I can identify with what they saying. That's why. God is my everything. When you master right thinking philosophy, he'll be yours too. Why? Because now you know for yourself. With God, you can what? Do all things. Why? Because he strengthens you. Once you have knowledge of him. Without God in your life ain't gonna be too good. Okay, they talk about the ups and downs of life, the valleys and the peaks and the valley. Nah, when you got God, smooth sailing. I'm speaking from experience. I've done this. Okay, God smoothed that right on out. Not too high, not too low. Nice and steady as she go. Okay, you'll reach your destination as long as you're moving and forward. That's the name of the game. I know God for myself. Been known him for a while now, and I'm doing a job for him by helping to get you to know him for yourself. That's my job. The more I get y'all to do that, the better I'm doing my job. Okay? When you live right, you will know him for yourself because he'll let you know. That's the caveat. Here come to you. Last one. I walk with God. I will teach others to do the same thing. That's what I call right thinking philosophy. I do what I do for you. You can know God for yourself. If you don't know, I teach you. Tune in. I got you. Thank you again. I'll be back. I got some more.